Hello Super Friends and welcome to DC TV Talk, and in today's episode we are going to be breaking down the new Misfits trailer that is coming from Legends of Tomorrow Season 4, so let's discuss. Now I apologise for being a bit late for this video, it's just this video kind of got buried under all the crossover stuff that we got, but it's here now. So we see the trailer starting off with the Wave Rider, which is going to be arriving in what appears to be Washington DC. You can see Monument Point in the background, you can also see the White House there in the background. So we are going to be visiting Washington DC in the first episode, it appears, of Legends of Tomorrow, and this does make quite appropriate timing as we are going to be dealing with a storyline that actually involves the White House, which I'll get into in a sec. In the complete opposite direction though, we do see the Legends inside of what appears to be Salem in England, which is where a lot of the famous witch burnings happened. And funnily enough, while we see all these crowds going on, we also see a witch burning going on. And who are the victims? Well, it's Sarah and Zari who are going to be being burned alive, as it appears. Now, why could that happen? Well, obviously, we know the Legends, they do have a lot of technology with them, being time travelers, so they could see some of this technology back in this time period as witchcraft, hence why they are being burned. Or maybe it's something else, but we can see that if you look into that picture there, you can see that is Sarah and Zari, so they're going to have to getting into their own little bits of trouble in this episode. So going back to that Washington DC point, we can see Nate here actually in a suit in what appears to be Washington DC inside of the Capitol building, and we can actually see that he's dealing there with some people. Now, who are these people who he's dealing with? Well, we do know that in episode 1 and also throughout the whole season of Legends of Tomorrow Season 4, Nate is going to be meeting with his father, Hank Haywood, who is actually what appears to be a member of the state. So we're going to have to be Nate is going to be dealing with this, which I'm actually pretty excited about. I was actually really surprised that they are actually giving Nate a substantial story this season. I actually thought he was going to be completely shoved aside after Amaya left, but they actually seem to be giving him quite a lot of character development, which I'm really happy about. And we can actually see that this storyline here is going to take him to the White House. So this could lead to some very interesting stuff. So it appears, especially in this episode, and maybe this will be a theme that continues with the rest of the season, that Nate is not actually going to be a part of the Legends, or he's not going to be, you know, teaming up with them for many of the missions, because he's going to have his own mission, which is dealing with his father. We then see Ray say that the Legends are changing, and we get a series of images of all the Legends. We have Constantine, Amaya, Mick, Sarah, and Zari, and these are apparently them changing. This shot goes by very, very quickly, but I managed to screenshot all 5 of the Legends who are shown. Now, I can't quite work out personally why these are changing. I mean, Amaya's is different because that shot there, that costume that Amaya is wearing, actually comes from the I believe it's episode 11 of season 3, so I don't quite know what that's about, but everyone else seems pretty much normal, so I don't quite know what they mean by the Legends are changing. I don't quite know what this means. Obviously we are going to have to wait and see, but personally from this trailer and the screenshots, I can't quite see what they mean by that. Unless they mean, you know, maybe this is how they're going to explain why this new character of Charlie appears, who looks exactly identical to Amaya. So maybe that's how they explain that kind of thing, but personally, like I said, you can see Amaya here, and it looks like Amaya. I don't think this is Charlie, this is Amaya, so what's going on? I don't know. I can't really figure this one out, but if you have any thoughts, let me know. And we then see our new favourite member of the Legends, John Constantine, and we actually see him casting a spell. And a lot of people are pointing out that this is actually a thing we don't see often. We don't actually see Constantine actually cast spells, you know, just with his bare hands. He always has to do something to kind of make the spells occur. But here we can actually see just doing it with his bare hands. We can actually see maybe he's getting a bit better with his spells, and that was really awesome to see. That's a really awesome shot, and I can't wait to see what else we can get for the rest of the season. We then also get a little hint of all the type of fairy tale characters we could be running across this season. We see the fairy godmother show up, so that's pretty sweet. And we then see the Legends dealing with the unicorn that we saw in the Comic-Con trailer. And from a recent description I saw of the upcoming episode of Legends of Tomorrow, we actually find out this is actually a killer unicorn. So that's, you know, typical Legends. And we can see that they are being sprinkled with this, what appears to be rainbow dust outside of the unicorn's horn. What this will actually do to the Legends, we don't know. There is a shot later on in the trailer where we see Nate, or actually we see Ray looking high AF, so I assume maybe this is what is going to be happening to them. But we also have this shot where we see Ray and Zari looking into the carcass of what appears to be that same unicorn. So who knows what's going on? It's Legends, it's impossible to predict, but I'm loving it. And the trailer ends off with Constantine saying to Sarah, well, I am in for one hell of a ride, and that is the perfect way to sum up our thoughts going into this season. Obviously, Season 4 of Legends looks to be just as crazy as the last, and I thought that was impossible to do, but they are going to be really going all balls to the wall with this season, and that is exactly what I want from Legends. I think this season, while it's going to be hard to top Season 3, because I think Season 3 was so well done, you know, it feels like they are going to really give it a good go, and with all this different weird stuff we've got going on in this trailer, it's definitely giving me a lot of faith that they are doing the right things this season, especially adding in characters like Constantine, and there's just so much stuff they can do. They've got so much potential for so many exciting storylines and so much fun stuff to explore. I'm so down for everything. You know, with the Legends writers, I would trust them well and truly. They can do whatever they want, and I'm sure it will work like magic. But what did you guys think about this trailer? Make sure you let me know all your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And are you hyped about Legends of Tomorrow Season 4? I know I am. This was, you know, Legends is kind of the show we know the least about going into next season, but I actually quite like that, because even though Legends is one of my favourites, I quite like the fact that they are kind of playing the cards close to the chest, because, you know, who could have predicted at the end of Legends Season 3 that we would have got Bebo taking down Malice? Nobody would have seen that coming, and, you know, it would have been a huge disappointment if they would have spoiled that early on. So the fact that they are keeping everything pretty close to the chest, I'm very happy with. But are you guys excited about Legends Season 4, and did you like this trailer? Make sure you let me know. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. It'll help me out a lot. And share this video with anyone and everyone you know who loves DC TV and get them to join the community. And as always, guys, please subscribe for your latest content on Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and Black Lightning. And with all that said, guys, I hope to see you again in my next video.